Hey, everybody. How are we doing? Good to
Hello,
see you
hello,
all.
hello.
We're just now getting set up and getting all rocking and rolling, ready for our live. This is episode number 3,
Three.
so we're excited. I know some of you are going to be watching the replay, and we're going to have people trickling in. So, like what we usually do, we pass the time for a little bit,
Yeah.
right? Until we start seeing some individuals
Some
come in.
faces pop up.
But for those of you that are watching the replay, we hope that you're doing great. And we also hope that you are enjoying the book. This is, predominantly pointed toward the Master Your Mindpower book. We just had somebody join us, which is awesome. So this is our book, which if you haven't picked it up yet, you need to pick it up. Yeah, you absolutely need to pick it up. We had one of our editors who has over, let's see, 25 books that she's
That she's
personally written.
written
Right?
herself and
And
published.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds that she's published. She owns her own publishing company. Hello, hello. Whenever you pop on, by the way, let us know who you are. Join in, just say a little quick hello or something in the chat room, so we know who's with us.
Welcome.
Yeah, all we see is this little eye that says numbers beside it. So we like as people fill in and jump on. We like to know who's here. But anyway, so one of our
Hey,
Sabina,
Sabina,
so
welcome.
nice to see you. So we had one of our editors, like we said, who has written 25 books and published hundreds. Hi, Chelsea, and she said she's read dozens and dozens and dozens of development books. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy.
And she says that this book, literally, she said, was the most comprehensive development book. She goes, I don't know how you guys did it, but somehow
Hey,
you
Mom.
guys put in advanced visualization techniques, effectiveness check techniques, to productivity techniques,
Goal setting.
getting rid of your mental and emotional baggage. So anyway, it was great feedback for
But
us.
she said it was the most comprehensive out of all the self-help books she had read, that it had everything in there.
Yeah. So anyway, we're very tickled about that and excited about that. Like we said, we have a whole bunch of people that just joined in. When you join in, please say a little hello in the chat room so we know who you are, so we know who we're addressing. We always like to ask, what is your beverage of choice? It's kind of like now a tradition. We're curious if anyone is kicking back, relaxing, even though it's a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
But it's 5 o'clock.
It's July 1st.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And it's July 1st. Are you drinking a sparkling water? Is it a
Sparkling wine.
beer, or maybe wine, or maybe a cocktail, or whiskey? I don't know. Anyway, if you're open to it, you don't have to share, but we're always curious what people are drinking. We've heard about some crazy and awesome things. So yeah. So we're here. Also, while we're here, and we might ask this question a few times.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Ooh, that sounds
Ooh,
refreshing.
that sounds water.
Water.
Cheers.
Ditto. Having
Cheers.
water as well.
We're having water as well. Amy, afternoon coffee and vitamin C water. Not
That's
together.
an interesting combo.
Wait, Chelsea, you're not doing that at the same time, are you? I don't think so. No? I hope not.
Well, maybe
So-
maybe it's good. I don't know. Let us know.
Okay.
We're up for new things. We'll try
Amy
it out.
Curran, speak up. Come on. Do you have your wine yet? Come on now, Amy. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, Amy. So I'm really curious about this afternoon coffee and vitamin C water. Is that like mixing C? Like
don't
is
know.
that like putting vitamin C in your
No,
coffee or
one at
something
a
like
time, sip for sip. That's even.
that? Okay. I think I get it. So,
Wine,
Amy,
good.
thank you. I was waiting for somebody to say wine. By the way, interestingly so, Amy, I know you like wine. I don't know. Shay and I had a picnic at 11,000 feet.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 11,000?
Yeah,
About
it was.
11,000 feet?
Yeah.
One of the highest points in Utah, and we did a little picnic. And I actually surprised Shay.
He surprised me with some champagne.
Cool. Getting ready to a kick-ass training in Texas. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great training.
It's going to be great training with good friends of ours. Very, very good friends of ours. So we just spoke to them today. But anyway, so we did a little picnic. And yeah, so we had like summer sausage and cheese and like crackers and stuff like that. And I surprised Shay with a bottle of Prosecco. Have you ever heard of Prosecco? I don't know if you ever heard of Prosecco. It's the Italian version of champagne. tastes really, really
They
nice.
call it sparkling wine, though,
It's,
right?
Of course,
Yeah,
technically,
yeah, yeah.
because
It's not
only
the
champagne is
process.
champagne, right, from France.
Right.
So,
Hey, Dad. Love
good to see
you.
you. But anyway, so if you haven't checked it out, you should check it out someday. It's called Prosecco, and it's from Italy. Really, really tasty. By the way, in the summertime, goes really nice with a summer sausage and a pepper
Yeah,
jack
it's
cheese
nice.
with some crackers. And we did that at 11,000 feet.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
Bear found some snow, so he got to run around in the snow.
Yep.
And this was like 2 weekends ago, so he was in heaven, and we just kind of had a little picnic there, right on the mountaintop.
High on a mountaintop. Bear was rolling around in the snow, which was a lot of fun. So yeah, it was a lot of good. Anyway, check it out. If you don't drink, then obviously don't worry about it. But if you do and you like a little wine every once in a while and you like champagne, try Prosecco. It tastes really nice. It's very refreshing in the summertime.
Yeah. And
anytime.
I find that it doesn't give you the headache that, for me, champagne gives me.
Right. Oh, by the way, and it's a good bargain. Like, it's a really good deal, Prosecco. By the way, if you just joined us, we're talking about us having a picnic at 11,000 feet.
You haven't really missed much.
You haven't missed much.
Yeah.
We're just passing the time talking about our picnic with me having a surprise bottle of Prosecco, which is like the Italian champagne wannabe, but really, really tasty.
By the way, you copied me today.
No, you copied me.
No, I was wearing this first.
We have similar colors. It's not. It happens.
We had individual coaching sessions, and we both went on our run with Bear this morning. We had our Got Mindpower t-shirts on, and then we went and got ready, and then we were heading up to our office, our command central, where we do our coaching, and we're wearing the same color. I was like, hey.
Mine's a little lighter, right?
It's a little lighter.
But anyway, well, we're so glad all of you are here. We're gonna get into it. So we always like to pass the time for 5 or 6 minutes and excuse me, do all of our introductions and everything to make sure all's good. So, by the way, in the chat room, do a thumbs up in the chat room if you could, as a comment, a thumbs up or a yes if you have gotten your copy of Master Your Mindpower. And also, I know Sabina, sorry, you might have a slight delay because it's got to get over the border. into Canada. But have you gotten your copy of Master Your Mindpower? And where are you? Like, approximately what chapter are you on, or
let us know.
Whatever. Let us know. Just so we kind of know, Or are you bouncing around? Are you doing it sequentially? Good. Amy got her copy, which is good.
Good.
So good. Sabina's here. So, I don't know if you all knew this. Oh, Leslie!
Hey, Leslie.
Hello, Leslie. Good to see you. Leslie got it. Excuse me. Leslie, you are probably almost done, knowing you. You're a supercharger and a hard charger. So, not yet, but you've been enjoying the digital copy. Good. Hello, Marina Moscatelli.
Hi, Marina.
Saludos. It's good to see you. Hello. Leslie's in chapter 3.
Nice.
All right. Before we get into stuff, and I need some water, but Sabina is Canadian.
Sabina is Canadian.
Now,
Oh, no.
I don't know if you knew this, but today is Canada Day, right? So in honor of Sabina and all the Canucks that are out there, I'll say, "Oh, Canada, our home and native land."
How do you know that song?
I have a lot of Canadian friends. Anyway, so that was for Sabina and all the Canucks that are out there. Happy Canada Day. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I heard that song way too many times when I lived in Indianapolis, and I had a roommate who was Canadian.
Yeah.
And when he'd get drunk, he'd sing it.
That's
really, really, really loud. So, anyway, so of course we officially launched our book, Master Your Mindpower, which is a user manual for your mind and the ultimate guide to mental toughness. We're really excited. The book has gotten some really good reviews. Glenn,
hey, Glenn, welcome.
Welcome, Glenn. Good to see you. It's gotten some great reviews. We've gotten a lot of great feedback. So here's some exciting news. And we have a question for you. We want your guys' help. So we actually, last weekend, we recorded the audiobook.
Yeah, so in our voices.
Recorded
it.
Yeah, so it's actually us. Now, this is interesting.
If Mikey Z is on, we have to give him a shout out for his help as sound engineer and
producer.
putting up with us.
And putting up with us. So
our tongue-tiedness.
we actually a week ago we built our own. Yay, Amy likes audiobooks.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait for it. You're gonna love it. We built our own sound studio. And so that was super exciting. Mikey guided us on kind of how to do so, and he's going to help us to amp it up a little bit. And at the same time, it's you being, well said, Mikey Z.
Yeah,
it's us being us.
It's true. Who else would we be?
Who else would we be? Now, Shay and I have listened to so many audiobooks, and we also have to give a call out. I don't know if he's here. Paul McKee. Paul McKee, good friend, also an avid reader of Master Your Mindpower and an avid distributor of Master Your Mindpower. He said, hey guys, do me a favor when you do your audiobook. First of all, make it your own voices. He goes, please don't hire a voice actor. Okay, check.
That.
The sequel will be recorded by Morgan Freeman.
He was busy.
He was busy
last weekend, so
Morgan was busy.
Yeah, Adam, we had to fill in.
Yeah. So we filled in for Morgan Freeman, Adam.
Glenn, yes, that's the plan.
Yes,
it's Audible.
It will be on Audible.
And
it'll
looking at
also
other
be on
options.
iTunes.
Yeah.
Paul McKee also said number 2. He was like, huge request. He goes, can you do the best you can to exude the personality that you have whenever you're like in a live training or what have you? And we were like, well, of course, that's our plan.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell Denise.
Hey, Denise.
Hello,
Welcome.
Denise. You got to let us know what you're drinking. You know the rules. That's the the key to getting into
Paul is here.
Secret password to getting into this room is to say, what are you drinking? Are you having wine? Are you having beer, whiskey, vodka, or water?
Iced tea.
Prosecco or
lemonade.
Champagne. So anyway, thank you to Paul. We were consciously like all weekend, we're like, make sure our persona's there, make sure our personality's there, make sure.
We had a lot of fun. We learned a new voice warm up from Mikey.
Oh gosh, are you going to do it?
Well, no, I'm not going to do it well, but I'll do it.
We're still working on it. It goes to the tune of big black bugs bleed blue black blood, but baby black bugs bleed blue. Thank you, Mikey Z. That right there is something that we're working on. Mikey, I think that's the best we've done.
I think so, but I think you're supposed to do it faster.
But Mikey can do that whole spiel in a half of a second, like that. Obviously, he's an auditory, vocal, sound expert, so he was helping us, which helped a lot. But I have to tell you, cool.
Got a smoothie, yum.
Smoothie.
Nice, sparkling water, good.
Listener. Get in the state you want to transfer to that. Amy,
exactly.
You nailed it, Amy. That's exactly what we did. It was like, okay, cool. Yes, we need to read. By the way, we tried to memorize 285 pages, and it wasn't very easy. So we were like, okay, we got to read.
Yeah.
But what we would do is like take in a paragraph and really, lay it all out with our persona and whatnot.
Energy and intention and yeah.
So but anyway, it was very unique. First experience for us. First time we have ever for 3 days straight just read with our personality and all the intention and the love and the passion and the everything in it. So anyway, that being said, we're super excited about that. Mikey, aka DJ Kid Wicked, says it'll be in post for quite a while, probably for a few weeks on his end, and then there's another sound engineer that's going to be working on it. And then from there, we just got to upload it to the necessary channels.
Yeah.
So probably iTunes, Audible. We'll be honest, we have no clue. We don't know what we don't know, right? Actually, no, we know that we don't know a lot. So we'd call it conscious incompetence. So we have to figure out a lot in terms of how to do that. But we've got some people that are
knowledgeable about
knowledgeable, and they're in the field, so to speak, that are helping us with that. So
the next couple months, that should be up and ready to go. So you all will be the first to know when that is available.
I'm curious.
Audiobook.
Yeah, here's a question for you. Excuse me. So do you think most of you, I think everybody here has a physical copy or the digital copy of the book? And we're curious. This is our first time with the book, obviously. It's done great. But we're curious, how many of you, even though you have a physical copy, also would love an audio copy as well? answer in the chat room. This is kind of market research for us. It's all new. We did a survey in the book club, and it seemed like a lot of individuals saw the benefit of having a physical copy, but also an audio copy. So
yeah.
if you have any thoughts on that, let us know. That kind of helps us quite a bit.
Yeah. Chelsea said, awesomeness. So excited to have the audio as well. Car rides, here we come. For sure. We love... Yeah, Mom, you got a sneak peek of the audio sample.
Yep.
Glad you liked it.
Yep.
Yeah, we like audiobooks because when you're driving, it's nice. You can just get through a lot of content in a way when you're driving. Amy says, I do both. The book is instructional in any way. I like the book. You like the book, the actual book. Yeah.
Visual, auditory learner here. Yep, me too. We always do both. Like every single time we use our Audible membership, and we'll get the audio copy, or if it's not on there, we'll get it on iTunes. And we like we like the physical copy for posterity, right?
And
it's
to mark
on the bookshelf.
I like, mark it up.
Yeah, we put dog ears in it, mark it up, and all that stuff.
Yep. Good.
Yes, I love both. I usually read it first, then listen to the recording so I can just listen. Love it.
Paul, I don't know if you were on when we asked. What chapter are you on?
Paul McKee.
Are you finished?
He does both. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So, Paul, let us know where you're at. We're very curious about that. Now, here's another question for you. Because this is a great little venue that we can ask some questions. Listen while I do my workout. Cool. Go
Perfect.
Glenn.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll let all of you guys know. You'll be the first to know whenever it launches. So in a few months from now, we're actually going to be launching. We're very excited about this. We're going to be launching Leslie. I can't remember what I hear. It gets me excited, but seems to go out the other ear. Got it? Amy Curran. Oh, she's in chapter 4.
Good.
Sabina, love to listen and read at the same time to better absorb. Cool. Smart. Yeah.
Chelsea, sometimes I'll read along as I listen.
Okay,
nice.
cool.
Nice.
All right, very good. Sweet. So thank you. Thank you for putting that into the chat room. Here's another question for you all before we dive into today's reading. Not done yet. Still about 100 pages left. Life hit.
Yep.
Sweet. Cool. Thank
Got
you.
it.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Good job. Within a few months, we're actually going to be launching a online hybrid group coaching program. We're excited about it. And we haven't decided what we're going to name it yet. We kind of want to run it by you guys. What's going to be awesome about this, our plan is to, good job, Mom's switching to wine. Good
Cheers.
for you. Cheers. We don't have wine, but cheers to you. We've got an awesome, we're really wanting to disrupt the coaching world with a positive resource out there. And it's going to be a hybrid experience that's going to have components that are group, components of it that are Shay and I with some one-on-one time with the individuals. A real big opportunity for us to scale, and also because we can't be everywhere at once. Our schedule's packed. We're starting to have 2, 3. No, right now it's a 3 to 4 week waiting list. If anyone wants to do private coaching with us. So we realized, speaking with a couple of our mentors, that we needed to realize how we can scale, not just for business, but also so more people can get the benefits of Mind Power coaching. So here's a question for you all. We're toying with the idea. Obviously, it's all going to be rooted in Mind Power, but it's going to have some private consult with it, some group component where there's going to be opportunities to feed off of each other, learn from each other, a lot of Q&A with Shay and I, etc. We're thinking about calling it the Mind Power Breakthrough Experience. And another thing we've thought of is a Mind Power Breakthrough Boot Camp. Yeah. So it's basically going to be a 6-week program. It will be the best of the best components of what we do with our clients privately. But it's going to have, like we said, components that are one-on-one, components that are going to be private, components are going to be group. So what do you think between experience versus
the Mind Power Breakthrough Experience
versus Mind Power Breakthrough Boot Camp?
Mind Power Breakthrough Boot Camp.
What do you think? Put some Mind Power Blast.
Nice.
Except Amy, Mind Power's one word. I think Facebook probably auto-corrected you, though.
Denise
likes boot camp. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're curious about Mind Power Breakthrough Experience versus Mind Power Breakthrough Boot Camp, right? Mikey Z likes experience. Sabina likes experience. We got a lot of votes for experience. Where's it going to head? Paul McKee, where are you? You always have good input. Where are you? He's going to come. Anyway, so think about that. experience. We got another experience.
Glenn. Awesome.
All right, cool. Looks
Love
like
it.
experience is winning so far.
And I see your comment, Glenn. Would love to do a live workshop with you all when life allows it. Right.
Yes,
Right.
Glenn, we got to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something in Chucktown. It's been a while. So
The day when
things lift a little bit
comes.
more. So
Yeah.
what else? Leslie says experience.
Oh,
Stephanie likes experience. Adam Mayer says boot camp is
camp.
nice buzzword, but also sounds like more of a butt kicking. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
So
good.
ergo, Adam probably leans more towards experience.
Paul likes boot
McKee
camp.
likes boot camp. I'm a fan of you guys, so what's the cost?
Good question, Paul.
Good question, Paul. Yeah, and what's going to happen, by the way,
Amy likes experience.
She
boot
likes
camp.
experience.
Sounds militant.
Okay, cool. So, Paul, looks like experience is winning, but guess what? It's going to be a boot camp for you, Paul.
Hey, Michael Vanderplas.
Michael V.
Welcome.
Michael V likes experience.
Experience.
Sweet. It's a mind power butt kicking. It will be. It will be. But, by the way, mind power butt kicking, it's not good for marketing, Paul. That's the only problem. Yeah, I mean, it sounds good, but a lot of people will be like, ah. So, anyway, so he agrees with Adam.
About the boot.
About boot camp, nice buzzword, but also, okay, cool. Thanks for the input. That helps a lot. I think we'll lean towards experience, which is going to be an awesome experience.
Yeah, that's kind of what
We're kind of leaning in that direction, but I was feeling a little bit boot camp. But hey, Paul needs a butt kicking clearly, so we're going to call it a butt kicking for him.
Right.
So, cool, Michael, good. Yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to have an initial heat, thing about like we used to do marathons, triathlons, and things of the nature, and there was different heats that went out. So our first heat of the Mind Power Breakthrough Experience is going to be one where it's going to be a small select group of individuals. There will be a cap, and then what's going to end up happening is we'll go through the program, and literally we have engineered a way in which that the private experience that we're doing with our clients, they'll have an opportunity to experience, not all of it, of course, because we can't take everything away from our VIP clients, of course, but a darn near lot of it, a darn near, I'd say 60 to 70% of it in a hybrid experience, part group, part private. So anyway, thanks for the feedback there. If you can launch an exercise program, you can call it Butt Power. Okay, so it's okay.
Oh
my gosh, I love you, Adam. So it looks like we need to make a book called Master Your Butt Power. Okay, no, clear the screen. My goodness. Okay, oh my goodness. Mind Power, a butt kicking boot camp experience.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we're excited about it because there's going to be private consult with Shay and I, and also a group experience to help each other out. So super experience.
Thanks for the laugh, Adam.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback on experience, etc. And what else? Oh yeah, another question about it. If that would be the neutrino book. Yeah, no kidding, Mikey Z. Jeez. We're leaning towards it. Yeah, I get it. I kind of understood what you meant. I don't know if you intentionally did that or if that was autocorrect, but I knew what you meant. I just thought you were speaking your funny dialect. So, and we're thinking about it being a 6-week program. Let us know what you think about that. We thought about 12, and of course we could do it in 12. But it's also, we know these days any more individuals would potentially we're confident we can create a curriculum that could keep people, engaged for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
12 weeks, but we're leaning towards more 6 weeks and make it more dense in the online training portion. So rather than 12 weeks with like 30-minute, online portions on a weekly basis, it would be like maybe 90 minutes. So like a full teaching session over the course of 6 weeks. So let us know what you think about that. We know the way the brain works. After 90 minutes, it ain't happening. But it takes a lot of people about 20 to 30 minutes per our research that we did when we were creating the book.
To get into flow.
Into flow state.
Yeah. So if it's only 30 minutes, then people are just getting into it.
They're just getting into it.
And then it stops. So yeah, we were, wondering 45 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes, something like that. So
yeah. So Paul, good point. 6 weeks is a good time period. It would keep me more focused. Would that cause you also to, let's say it was 6 weeks, 90 minutes online on a weekly basis, plus a weekly group call with everybody that's in the program at the time, which you can lean from everybody else. And I will say also, there's another component which a lot of group coaching doesn't do. There will be private consult with Shay and I, interactive, where we'll be able to help you to achieve your goals. So that's what we're thinking. And yeah, Amy says, I've done group coaching before and paid a lot for it. I enjoyed learning from others in the group, and I didn't feel like I got enough individual time with the coach who hosted the group. Cool. So thank you for that feedback, Amy. That's why this third component we're looking to add in there is going to be some private time with, and as we scale, it just won't be possible as we have hundreds of people in a program for us to have a lot of private time. So we'll have teams of coaches. We're going to be hiring more than we already have been. And then on top of it, what we'll be doing is video communication as well, where we go through their homework and there's interaction back and forth that way as well.
Personalized in that way.
So it'll be a personalized component. We do have to be thinking, because we're growing very fast with a lot of the recent press we got. I don't know if you guys heard, but we ranked number 3 book by Forbes to read this summer, which was huge. We were really, I need to do a sound effect for that.
Honored, and I think shocked was the word.
We actually were. We were shocked on that one. I needed to do that because I wanted to do a little sound effect for it.
Party noise?
Party noise is, yeah.
Yay.
Or, I love the sound effects. That one's from Mikey. Okay, so yeah, no, we're very excited. Forbes, number 3. By the way, we want to thank you all, because there's no way it could have happened if it wasn't for you all and the people you know, and that you not only got the book, but at the same time you're spreading the word about the book. So thank you very much. Very, very excited about that. So thank you. We wanted to give you guys that great news. The thing is obviously with the cowbell. Yeah, we need a cowbell.
We don't have one.
Mikey, we need a cowbell. So it looks like we're going to have to get a cowbell. I bet you Mikey's already downloading it right now. So thank you, Mom. We're super stoked. Like, we were very surprised on that one. Point being, reason I brought that up. So the demand for our services increased, that really we had to start figuring out how are ways in which that we can scale. And that's not just from the business front, but also so we don't like saying no to people. So how we could scale, develop a program where we can make sure that we have a positive impact with everybody.
Right.
That's more tailored and a little more customized and personalized than, of course, just reading the book. So let's see. Glenn says, would it be on demand online in case we could not make the group session? Yeah, so it'll be quite easy. The way it would be would be the online modules is on demand.
Yeah.
So you get access to it, self-paced, and you do it at some point in the week, so that then what you can do is do the assignment that comes out of it. So then you can send the assignment to us so we can give you consult on the assignment. That's where breakthroughs are going to happen. And then from there, what's going to end up happening is, of course, there's going to be a group call. So the group call will be one where, yeah, we haven't figured out those details yet, but of course, group call means group Zoom. Most likely,
right.
Where then it's recorded, and then we'll have it somewhere where somebody can even go back and get all the Q&A from the group call. So what we look at it is there's going to be a lot of individuals that are going to have ideas of how they're utilizing the mind power techniques for breakthroughs that then other people will be able to share from it. So Paul says that is quite obviously just the beginning for you guys. So happy for you. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
We're shooting for the stars and hoping to land in the stars. So
yeah.
So thank you for your feedback. I like experience too. I'm glad you guys are liking the idea of 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
And yeah, we'll keep you up to date as more stuff comes.
Yeah, it's all in the works.
Yep.
Just brand new as of, I think, last week.
Yeah, just last week we started putting things in motion for it.
Yeah,
There's
we still
a
have a
lot of work to do.
Yeah.
A lot of work. It takes about 2 to 3 months and a lot of resources, financial and time, to launch this type of program, doing it right with the funnels that come with it, etc. But we're excited about it because then in the future we'll also probably consider doing some sort of a course on how to develop a funnel like we did.
Yeah.
But that's down the road. Next, by the way, next Facebook Live will be July 15th.
2 weeks
Okay.
from now. So we're
2 weeks from
getting
now.
on a 2-week schedule.
Yeah.
So you can mark it in your calendars. It'll
Yeah.
be same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Same place.
Real quick, so a couple more housekeeping items before we dive into today's reading and discussion. Put a yes in the chat room if you are part of the book club. If not, here in a moment, a link is going to pop up in the chat room, and it'll
you can click on that
directly
and then
bring you
join.
into the book club. We want to make sure you're on the book club. Here's why that's important in time. These will move over to the book club in time.
The lives.
The lives will.
So they'll just be for
So it won't be open to the public anymore.
you all in the Facebook group.
Yeah, so super important. Make sure you're part of the.
Okay, Sabina, we'll have
Sabina's-
a link pop up here soon.
Michael believes he is. Denise is good. A link will pop up soon. Steph is probably going to help us to get a link in the chat room for the book club. Glenn, definitely join the book club. Like I said, because these will move over to the book club,
Yep.
which is basically anyone that's got the book and they're part of the book club. We get to have discussions about it here and do a little bit of a reading and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
Check out the book club, and there's also some great. Leslie doesn't know.
Yes, you are, Leslie.
Leslie, you are.
You were like the first one.
You're one of the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're posting I don't know if you know this, in the book club. We're posting things that we're not posting on the Success Training Company page.
Yep.
So extra special value adds, like
Or not on our personal pages
Right.
either.
we put, for instance, you've got some wallpapers for your phones. That you could literally utilize that has our favorite affirmations that we say on a daily basis, which is, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I'm totally healthy.
Totally strong.
Yeah. And I am mastering my mind power.
Yeah. So it's already pre-made. You can just download it and put it right on your phone. And then you have it there as a wallpaper. So there's special little things that, extras and goodies and whatnot that people specifically in the book club get benefits of. And it's just a group of like-minded individuals. You can share and talk about the book, and we'll do challenges there, fun things. The current challenge going on right now is the Got Mind Power t-shirt challenge.
Yep.
So if you we'll go over the rules. So basically join the group first.
The Success Training Company Book Club Facebook group, right? And it's Master Your Mindpower Book Club.
Yep. And then once you get your book, post a picture of you and your book. And then you post it to your social media page and tag us individually, Shaylee, Stefan.
And at Success Training Co. And it'll pop up our page. Plus
the
hashtag
Master Your Mind Power.
And then
our
you get a shirt.
Assistant will reach out to you, get your size, and we don't have one around, do we?
You want me to go and get one?
Yeah, go get one.
Okay, I'll go get one.
How many of you have a shirt, Got Mind Power shirt? Then basically what our assistant will do, she'll reach out to you, she'll find out your size, and just double check your shipping address, and then ship you a free shirt. And they are so soft. They're so nice. It's the brand Next Level, if you're familiar with that. And it's a 60-40 blend, so they don't shrink. And dun dun dun. Steph, you lost your head.
All right, there you go. There's the shirt.
Cool. So there it is. Denise has a shirt. Dad has a shirt. Yep. Cool. So yeah, that's the challenge going on right now until
Further notice.
Until supplies.
Until we're out of supplies.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure you do that. Go to, I posted a picture in the Facebook group instead of my page. Ah, right. Paul got his. Well, Leslie,
redo that. Yeah.
Redo that. Yeah, definitely get on your page. Help spread the word with all the tags, and her, me, Success Training Co., hashtag Master Your Mind Power. And it will, And
then that will
it'll trigger
our team to contact you.
Our team to contact you. Yeah. We have the system in place. It works. So that will be super helpful. So good. So we covered that. Let's see.
Good deal.
I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do in the book is today we're going to talk a little bit about passion. Okay. Passion is super important. We're in the book in chapter 1, by the way. And, we're on page 35 of the book and page 36 of the PDF. Okay. It's one page number off because in a PDF it counts the cover, and in paperback books it doesn't count the cover.
Yeah.
Leslie, got it.
Good.
You got it. Oh, Amy says if I ordered one, I'd need a medium. I'm 20 pounds heavier. I have a butt now. Perfect. We have mediums.
Butts are good.
Butts are good.
It's good to have a butt.
Yeah. But what?
But what?
Love it. That's hilarious. Freaking hilarious. So good. Welcome to your new butt, Amy. Glad you're enjoying that. So and medium shirt it is. Just once you post your picture, you know the deal. Go to the book club to find out the rules like we just talked about, and then you'll get your shirt. Medium, that is.
Yes. So
page 35 in the book, paperback, page 36 in the PDF, we're talking about aligning what we call your 3 Ps. Okay? 3 Ps is a concept I heard many, many, many years ago, and then it became kind of rekindled whenever we were studying some of the works of Mark Divine. He's a commander, Mark Divine. He's a retired Navy SEAL. And when he brought it up, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is 3 Ps is something that I got into many, many, many years ago. And so Patty says, I think everyone is 20 pounds heavier. Here goes Adam again. Power. Master your butt power.
What's with the butts tonight? I love it.
It's all about butts. Tonight's all about butts. Oh wait, Mom says I think everyone is 20 pounds heavier these days. Yeah, it's called the COVID-19.
The COVID-20.
It's called the COVID-19. The freshman 15 that people usually get out of college, and this is the COVID-19.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people have. Get out and move, people. Get out and move. You need to move. So anyway, and so that's what I was talking about. So it got rekindled, this whole concept of 3 Ps, and we were doing some deeper research on it in flow state. Leslie's down 20 pounds.
Good job.
Amy's loving her butt. If that's the it she's talking about, I don't know.
It's ambiguous.
It is ambiguous. We're going to leave that. So, okay, cool. So here's something to do. If you've got the book in front of you, great. If not, that's fine. We're going to talk through it.
Yeah.
So there's if you look macro, big picture, I think it's really important for an individual to be in maximum alignment. Now, a lot of people talk about alignment on your values, which we call principles. They're one and the same. And yes, I was a 105 and could blow, sway in the wind.
Blow away in the wind.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thanks for reading between the lines.
Yeah, I got it.
Or sway.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's what's important from a macro level is that there's maximum alignment as possible. Okay. Now, before we get into 3 Ps, and we're not going to talk all about 3 Ps, we don't have enough time. I want to talk mainly about passion tonight. Put in the chat room, when was the last time, and if you haven't, be honest, put never. When was the last time you wrote your obituary? Seriously, when was the last time you wrote your obituary? Meaning, think about it. So in goal achievement, everyone's always talking about beginning
with the end in mind.
Right? Well, why wouldn't we do that? Never. Oh my goodness, Sabina, you're going to love this exercise. If we're always beginning with the end in mind, never. Amy. You got to do it. Think about this. So with a goal, we want to double our income, or we want to lose 20 pounds, or we want to gain 20 pounds, whatever, it depends.
To get that butt.
Yeah. Right? We always are thinking March 2019, okay, cool.
Good.
With any goal, you're beginning with the end in mind. You're like, okay, cool. I know I will have reached my income goal or my weight goal when I look at my bank account for the income goal, or I can fit in that dress or those jeans for the weight goal, or I need a bigger shirt because I've got a bigger butt. So whatever. That's beginning with the end in mind. All goal achievement is predicated upon you beginning with the end in mind. Think about the amount of people out there who haven't thought about their obituary. That's the ultimate end in mind.
Right.
By the way,
your end in mind.
This is the way to blow out fear of death, by the way. A lot of
Right.
people don't realize that. Isn't it amazing, by the way? There's a great quote from Will Smith, and he was like, isn't it amazing? Everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. That's a great example of incongruency. So here's the thing. It doesn't mean that it's got to be at any time that is specific toward what you're concerned of, fearful of, or that you don't want. Put it toward a time of what you do want.
Exactly.
And what you're hopeful for.
Yeah.
So literally, you have this chance to write your future, starting with your obit, right? Your obituary.
And going through your life successfsully, the way you want it to go.
Oh yeah, not how you don't want it to go, but how you want it to go. It's
right.
like you've it is the year 2065. Just gonna put one way out there. And you've lived a good life. You've got this amount of kids, this amount of grandkids. This amount of success, or maybe if you own businesses, how many businesses you created, or whatever. Mom says
my grandma wrote hers 20 years before she passed. Interesting.
And she lived to be how old?
I don't know which grandma we're talking about.
Right, but anyway,
one grandma 97.
Right, so she has a grandma that's 97 years old. So anyway, point being is, this is the ultimate way to begin with the end in mind.
Yep.
A lot of people are talking about goals of today, goals of next year, goals of 5 year, goals of 10 year, which, by the way, we do.
Absolutely.
Absolutely do.
Yep.
But how do you know what goals to set if you don't know what your ultimate end is?
Right.
Does that make sense? So this is exactly.
Yeah. Amy's going to come back anyway to harass Glenn again. Good.
So this is important. Begin with the end in mind.
Yeah.
Write your obituary. Write in a perfect world scenario how you want to have left your mark, the legacy you left to your family, friends,
the impact that
clients,
you
students, whoever.
made, the
Super
contribution,
important.
the whatever, the family.
If you haven't done this, you must do this. You absolutely must do this. And like I said, one, it'll give you the ultimate vision.
Of where you're going.
How do you have any more vision than thinking about the end of your life, 100 years from now?
Yeah.
Right? Just a little positive suggestion there. That's the ultimate vision. So it'll do that. One, give you the ultimate vision for your whole life. Two, it'll blow out the fear of death, because a lot of people have this fear of death because they don't know what they don't know about their future. Well, then create your future
and they're
with the ultimate end in mind.
Right, and they're afraid of not completing what it is that they want to complete, but yet they also don't know exactly what they want to complete. So this will get you really clear on, well, what is it that you want to do in this lifetime?
Yep. What is it you want to do in this lifetime? Now work it backwards from there. It's quite easy. So what is your 10-year goal, right? That's 10 years from now forward.
Yep.
And you're thinking to yourself, my 10-year goal should be at a goal point that gets me toward my obituary, right?
Right.
My 5-year goal, by the way, our 1, 5, and 10-year goals, we call them big effing goals. Yeah. Or BEGs.
BEGs or BEGs.
Or BEGs, right? So your BEGs, your big effing goals, those are your 1, 5, and 10-year goals. Your 10-year goals should line up toward your obituary. Your 5-year goal should line up toward your 10-year goal, which lines up toward your obituary. Your 1-year goals should line up toward your 5-year, which lines up toward your 10-year, which also lines up toward your obituary.
Following us?
Following us?
They're all leading to the next and the next.
So challenge for you all is to write your obituary.
Yep.
Write your obituary. By the way, we challenge you to write your obituary and then email it to us at info@successtrainingco.com. Yeah? So write your obituary and email it to us we're going to put it in the chat room, info@successtrainingco.com. Yeah? And here it comes into the chat room right now. You're going to get it here in a moment. Double checking spelling of the email, and it's off. Okay? So this is important. You can't talk about 3 Ps if you're not understanding your ultimate end. Mm-hmm. Yeah? So So super, super important. Mark my word, you're going to write your obituary and be like, oh, cool. It's all going to be okay, right? So it's all going to be okay, and I'm going to write goals that go toward what I want.
Yeah, and if you have done it, if you've never done it, do it. If you've done it before, but it's been, like I think I saw, Leslie did yours 11, 12 years ago, do it again, because you're a different person now.
Yeah.
And even Michael, you said you did yours March 2019.
And he said this is more detailed than what he did, so he's excited
good.
for the extra.
Okay, yeah, do
Mom
it again.
says it's weird to send it to her daughter, then send it to me, Mom. Just send it to me.
Yeah.
And Mom, we know you're going to be so proud of your long life that you're going to live well into your hundreds. Come on, if Grandma could do it with the times of the past, then you can definitely go beyond that of the times of the new. But if you don't feel comfortable, we're not going to force you. So that's up to you, Mom. But if you want to send it to us. We'll review it. Don't be surprised if we tell you think bigger, right? So anyway, so why is this important? Obituary, right? It lines up with your 10-year vision, your 5-year vision, your 1-year vision, which we call big effing goals, BEGs, BEGs, right? Mm-hmm. Now, how do you align things up within your year? How do you align things up within your year? Well, what's important is you have to understand your 3 Ps.
Your principles, your passion, and your purpose.
So what you need to do, we'll do another Facebook Live on this in the future at some point. For now, all of you have a book, and if you don't have a book, get a book, right? It's at masteryourmindpower.com. You can look at it. It's right at the bottom of the
banner.
And if you have gotten books and you think that other people would benefit, then you can always get gifts and hand them out.
Yeah. We have some of our clients are getting them in bulk, which we offer bulk discounts.
If you go on there, we offer bulk discounts at 6 and at 12.
Yep.
We have one client that ordered 6 yesterday, another client that's ordering 12
and they're
on Friday because they're giving them to
their clients.
Their clients.
Yeah. As part of their
their coaching program as a homework assignment.
Yeah.
Right?
Or even just one of our clients is an attorney and he's giving them out.
He's giving them out to his clients that way.
Yeah.
BHAGs,
Yep.
Big Hairy Audacious Goals, came from Jim Collins. Leslie Gunderson might know that, but those of you that don't know that was our inspiration for BEGs.
Yep.
We like things in 3s, right? You know, the magic of 3, Holy Trinity, the magical 3, all of these things in 3s.
3, 6,
so
9.
3, 6, 9 are magical numbers. And so we were like, well, let's take BHAGs and also let's dress it up a little bit and call it Big Effing Goals to speak the language of today. Right?
Yeah.
And it's got 3 letters in it, so it's a magical number 3.
Yes, Sabina, you bought a bunch of books.
Thank you, Sabina.
Thank
you for passing them around.
They're getting printed soon, fresh off the press, and then they'll be sent to you.
They get sent your direction. So here's principles. What we recommend after you do your obituary, before you do your 1, 5, 10 vision. Before, okay. So it's important. We recommend that you do your 3 Ps, right? Because it all lines up. Mm-hmm. It could still work if you do it after. So if you want to mismatch, it's fine. We know it'll still work. But fact of the matter is do your 3 Ps, meaning in life, what is important to me?
Yep.
Empty out a few times.
This is all in the book, by the way.
It's all in the book. It's in chapter 1. And organize it. Yeah, in terms of a hierarchy.
Put them in order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And so you've got your principles. In life, do it. In life, what's important to me? Health, my family, my career, what have you, right?
Yeah.
That's your life principles, values. We like to call them principles to stay alignment with 3 Ps. And then there's, of course, your passion, which we're going to talk about here this time. Purpose, we won't have time for in this time, but we'll talk about maybe next time. We'll see how that goes. Here's the thing you need to understand. When your 3 Ps are in alignment, you'll experience what we call macro flow state. Mm-hmm. There's a micro flow state, which is when you're in the zone and you're working on a project, and it's like you got tunnel vision. You're like knocking it all out, right? Then there's a macro flow state. A lot of people don't know about this. There's a macro flow state, which is when you're in your flow. Your flow in a macro level. That's when things move in your direction and happen for you, with you all the time. The days are in the past where things would happen against you or conflict with you. When you have a macro flow state, the key to a macro flow state is to have your 3 Ps aligned, which is your principles, your passion, and your purpose. Okay? So principles, you got your life principles. Okay? Your purpose is why are you here? By the way, in the book, there's some questions that help you define your purpose. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And by the way, purpose isn't a one-time thing. It's dynamic, living, breathing. It shifts and changes. But find out your purpose at this point, right? I had one time my purpose was like to make a positive impact on the lives of my friends and family. Well, impact is still there, but now it's making a positive impact on everyone I come into contact with and the world.
So it shifted.
It shifted.
Changed.
Yeah, the impact component's there, but it shifted. That's purpose. In the book, we give you a list of questions, and it would be on page 42 with some examples on 43. That's in the PDF. So it's 41 and 42 in the paperback book on how to define your purpose. Now let's talk about passion. It's the main thing that we wanted to talk about tonight. We'll leave you with this. So passion, and then we're going to bring it all together back in that alignment structure. So stay with us. Passion. So have you ever heard the saying in the chat room, find your why? Put a yes or a no in the chat room if you've heard the old saying, find your why.
Yep. It's kind of a big meme going on out there that you need to find your why. You got to find your why.
You need to find your why. You need to find your why.
Let us know in the chat room if you've
Thumbs
heard
up,
this before.
Or a chat or some sort of
yes or something.
Yes.
If you've
or
heard
something
that.
if you've heard something about find your why. So finding your why, we think is super, super, super important in the context of purpose. Finding your why is absolutely important in purpose. It's there's.
Yep. Amy says.
Yep. Good.
Yeppers.
Yeppers. Yeah.
Yes,
Good.
Simon
Good.
Sinek's book. Yep.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Simon Sinek. Good.
Now it's not.
Yeah,
wrong.
and Simon Sinek's book is Start With Why.
Yeah.
Right? Not Find Your Why, but Start With Why.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. Simon Sinek talked a lot about it in the context of business. And we agree with it for business. We agree with it for a personal purpose. Mm-hmm. But for passion, it doesn't have to be about why. This is important. And a lot of people get confused and think that to get up in the morning and to get going. Now, let me define passion, by the way. We don't view passion. We're not talking about passion here and viewing or feeling it in the context of an emotion. We're talking about passion in terms of a motivator, a driver, and something that causes you to take massive action. That's how we're talking about. Let's get specific here. Passion. So when we're talking about passion, why doesn't always actually trigger it for people? This is really important. Mm-hmm. Why doesn't always trigger it for people?
For some it does.
Yeah, for some it does.
Not for all.
Not for all.
And we came across this because
we've worked with thousands of people.
Yeah, we were finding a lot of people just weren't
connecting with
they
why.
Weren't connecting with it.
For passion.
Yeah.
Purpose, yes, you need to find your why. For you, for your family, for your company,
yeah.
Absolutely find your why. There should be a big why there. Yeah, if you want it to succeed and have longevity with it. Yeah, per the data and the research that Simon Sinek talked about. But the thing is let's talk about passion. There's 4 switches to passion. Okay? 4 switches to passion. Why? What? Okay? And also
who
and how. Okay? So it is again, so why, what, who, and how. Okay? Super, super, super important. So we'll talk about each one. And so for instance, let's talk about what. I like to pick on what a little bit. Amy says passion as an emotion is most likely related to anger for some. This is true. For some individuals, passion is related to anger. Right. We're not talking about it as an emotion. And yeah, exactly, Amy. Yeah. We're talking about it here more as a driver, a motivator, something that gets you to move. Mm-hmm. Right. So, excuse me, super, super dry out here. So,
what?
Now, let's talk about what. There's some success gurus out there that will remain nameless. They'll bring you up on the stage and they'll say, are you passionate about what you do?
100% passionate.
Are you 100% passionate about what you do? And the person, most people will say, no. And then they'll say, call your boss right now with your cell phone.
And quit your job.
And quit your job immediately.
And they do it.
And then they're
left stranded.
And then they're broke.
And wondering.
And then they have an existential crisis. Here's the deal. Newsflash, Shay and I aren't 100% passionate about what we do. And it's okay.
Right.
So we're highly opposed to the success gurus that puts people in fiscally irresponsible positions and has them call their boss and quit. The reality is there's 3 other passion switches that could get ignited that
Right.
makes them rekindle and have a renewed love for what they do,
Exactly.
for the job they do.
Exactly.
Does this make sense? This is important. Let me carry on. So what? By the way, we have a client. They're in the car business. They are a what switch person. They love everything about what they do. Every aspect of car selling and owning the car selling business.
100%.
They love it.
What they do.
They love it. That's a what person.
Yep.
That's a what person. They love every detail and attribute of the job. Yeah. By the way, if you want to know why we're not 100% what people, I don't like email.
Yeah.
But it's a necessary part
to communicate with our clients.
Our job to communicate with our clients.
Yeah.
I don't really like email. I like face-to-face interaction or Zoom or something.
Right. Oprah was interviewed.
Ooh, listen to this.
And they asked her, how much of your job, what percentage of your job are you 100%, are you passionate about?
In terms of what you do.
In terms of what you do. And it was only...
She said 95% of the time she hates what she does.
Yes, only 5% of what she does is
what
she passionate about.
She's not a what switch person.
Yep.
She's not a what switch person. Okay, but there are people out there that are what switches. You might be a what switch person.
Where you're just 100% in love, passionate about what you do.
Yeah. And by the way, this whole concept we have to give some kudos to and tip our hat to one of our mentors, which is Darren Hardy.
Yeah.
And he postulated this in his book, Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, and which is a great book as well. And he talks about this and posits that you don't need why in order to feel passion. Yes, purpose, but not passion. So anyway, so a what switch person, they love every aspect of what they do. By the way, we've been teaching this to our clients for years, and it has been a game changer for their motivation. Okay. So let's talk about why. So a why person it's like something bigger than them.
Like a greater cause.
It's about a greater cause.
Yeah.
By the way, you don't have to have why to feel passion, right? We have a client that they're in a business that isn't doing necessarily anything positive for the environment or mankind or anything like that, but they're not a why switch person, and guess what? They don't have to be. They're a how and a who switch person, which we're going to talk about next. But a why switch person, they are doing the work they do for a greater cause, okay? A greater cause, right? Yep. Shay and I have a lot of why. By the way, the why, but it's not, by the way, our primary.
Right.
It's lower rung for us, actually. But the why does get us out of the details of an email and allows us to see through the emails. Now, here's a how person. I'm very much a how person. Anyone who knows me probably after I explain this will go, wow, yeah, he definitely is. A how person is looking to do it better than anyone else and looking to do it with precision and very high quality.
Yeah, it's all about
value add.
How
value, right?
Yep.
It's like, for instance, our book that you notice like the finish is like almost like a satin finish. Like an author that would do that, that's like a how switch person, right? Or our VIP clients that we send them a little journal with a handwritten card, like that's how type of stuff. That's how type of stuff with a little bit of who, right? So how is about doing it really, really good.
Yeah,
let me give you an example.
The process.
We had in Las Vegas, when we used to live in Vegas before we moved to the mountains, we had our landscaper. There was a shaggy bush. And I asked him, I was like, hey, what motivates you about being a landscaper? And he says, I didn't think at 13 years old I was going to be a landscaper.
Yeah, it wasn't, my dream job that I was aspiring to do. And
he said, but I want your yard to stand out compared to all the others in the neighborhood. That'll speak volumes about my work. Now, let me tell you about this guy. There was a shaggy bush. I said, can you trim that? I went out 15 minutes later and it was a globe.
Yeah, it was this perfect sphere.
It's like a sphere. Right, and then there was a row of bushes, and it looked like a long rectangular cube. Perfect. I could have taken a protractor and measured it with 90-degree angles. I'm not kidding you. So that's a how person, or our housekeeper who puts a triangle at the end of the toilet paper. Right, that's a how person.
Yeah, it's all about the process and the precision and doing it better than anyone else in the industry, in the field.
And then there's a who person.
Yeah, who is who you do it for.
You do it for somebody else.
Yeah. Are you doing it for your clients? Are you doing it for your partner, your kids, your employees, your friends, your family, your staff, etc.? Right? It's who you do it for.
Oh, Leslie, thank you so much. She says, I'm a why and who. By the way, I just posted your book is what I'm reading in the Tony Robbins Comeback Challenge group.
Nice.
In the answer to what are you reading?
Thank you.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
We appreciate
We've
you.
got a couple. Let's see.
So
Amy's a why and a what.
Yep. Glenn, he loves what and why.
Why.
Yep.
Amy says Glenn is how.
Glenn is how.
Mom is how.
Mom is how. Glenn, okay, you're right, Amy. I am a how guy. Glenn,
Also.
Glenn, you're a how guy. I know you. You're a how guy. I would have pegged you as how being at number 1 or number 2. Let's see. Denise, who, how here. Good.
Yep. Cool.
Amy says it's good to know this info about your partner.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Because it lets you know what gets them up out of bed in the morning. Mm-hmm. So, Amy, if you want to motivate Glenn, you say, you get your ass out of bed because you want to be the best that you can and be better than anyone else. He'll get moving. He'll go, okay. That'll motivate him.
Right.
Right?
Seriously.
Very valuable information, right? It'll ignite, this is what we say, it'll ignite the cauldron within you.
The passion cauldron and
not
ignite
emotion.
The fire within.
The fire, right? The real fire.
Michael is who?
Stop calling me out, Steph. Hey, because I love you.
Out of love.
It's because I love you, brother. I love you. You're my Chucktown brother.
Sabina's who and why.
So okay,
Cool.
good.
Cool.
If you want to share, definitely share. Now, here's the deal. Who person, they're doing it for their kids. By the way, it could be for their clients.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more who first.
Shay's who first. And then I'm how, and I got to tell you, if how is right here, who is right there?
And mine's the opposite.
They might even be like intimately intertwined. I might be how with who, because when I came up with the idea that we do journals to all of our coaching clients, I was like, you know what? It was like something to stand out, which is how, but also for our clients. So as I think about it, it's almost how, who intertwined.
Yeah. And you don't have, so here's if we didn't say this before, we'll say it now. You don't have to have all 4 of these to ignite the passion within.
Repeat that.
You don't have to have all 4 of these ignited or checked to switch to have the passion within. Just one. Just one. And then if you have a secondary and a tertiary, that's fine. But
it's not required.
No, just one.
Can I tell you guys, I'm going to tell, I don't think I've ever told anybody this. Maybe somebody privately, but I've never said this publicly. Hold on your chair. I'm going to be vulnerable. There was a point about 5 to 6 years ago that I was significantly questioning being in the field of transformation and impact. I know. Thanks to this one here, I was this close to calling it quitsies and just being like, you know what, I'm going to go figure something else out. I know. Because I was too wound up in previous mentors who had the mindset and gurus had the mindset that you need to be 100% passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
I was so entrenched in a lot of what that I not only didn't enjoy, I hated doing. And fact of the matter is I realized, wait a second, I'm a how-who guy.
Yeah.
And so I started waking up every morning with this new fire and passion, like I'm going to do it better than anyone else. And I'm going to do it for my family. I'm going to do it for my clients. I'm going to do it for the people I impact with. I got to get up because there's people counting on me.
Yep, for sure. And
my life's been so much different ever since.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And to take it a step further, so we're giving you guys all the inside goodies here. And if you're just joining us, we are talking about the 4 switches to passion. This is in chapter 1.
Chapter 1 and page 37 or page 36 in the paperback, 37 in the PDF.
Yep. So
yep, Glenn, Power of Amazing Partner. The most powerful coach that I've ever had and still is.
I knew it wasn't the true reason.
Yeah.
Sabina says, thank you so much. Absolutely, Sabina. Glad you're getting a lot out of it.
Yeah, exactly, Sabina. Too many people right now are prematurely quitting careers. I mean, listen, if it's toxic,
then
and it's unhealthy,
absolutely,
and it's draining your life force energy from you,
then do something else.
do something, but use the passion switch to at least in a fiscally smart way, make a transition out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, towards something new. Yeah. But this whole quit today, find something tomorrow. Unfortunately, we've seen too many people fall flat on their face and fail miserably doing this model, and
Yeah.
we don't think it's smart.
We get the intention behind it, yet the result
Most
of what
people don't have the
happens,
resources to deal with it.
It doesn't turn out good. So here's the key. Here's what you do with this. First of all, you know what you are. If you're a why, a how, a who, or what switch, then if there's something that you need to do that you're just not passionate about, it's
Pay
just
attention.
a mundane task. Like I'll take email as an example. Part of our coaching, we email with our clients. We send them their tasking and kind of a synopsis of the session and whatnot. And so for me, when I'm writing that, I'm thinking who, because I'm who first, and how.
Yep.
How the who is going to benefit as a client, and then
Yep.
also how it will carry them through the breakthrough process and the coaching session and whatnot. So you think about what your passion switch is when you're going to do these mundane tasks, and it literally will ignite the passion within you.
Yep.
Got it? Does that make sense? If there's any questions, put it in the chat room. Hey, Lisa, welcome.
Hey, Lisa.
You're awesome. So grateful to have you both back in our lives.
We're grateful to have
Absolutely.
you in our lives. Woo-how. By the way, that sounds kind of cool. Woo-how.
Woo-how.
Woo-how. Lisa is woo-how. Here's Joel, who's one of our VIP coaching clients. Since we assisted him to discover his passion switches, it was so funny. He was at late at night last night. He texted me and he said, "This passion switch stuff is unreal." He goes, "Still at the office. Can't stop. Won't stop." Joel is on fire.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry, Joel. He is on fire. Very successful attorney who at the same time has a tech business that he's launching. He's got a seed fund that he's launching. He's also on county council. Was paramount in bringing the Carolina Panthers down into the Rock Hill area. Big shout out to him. Plus, he's opening a title company, possibly, that's still in the works. Fact of the matter is he Passion Switch has done a lot for him, along with all the tools in the book in terms of mastering your mind power. He's on fire. So that's what, once you start utilizing this, you start realizing this is your switch.
It's your switch. It literally turns you on. It gets you going. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It gets you going. We had a client, a high-level executive, and he was just bombarded with email. Just tons and tons and tons of email that were, in his position, he had to get through them every single day because they were very sensitive topics that need to be addressed. And we did the passion switches with him, and he was who, and then I think who was his main thing. And so he tapped into his who passion switch, and that got him through, that carried him through the process of going through his emails, knowing that his clients, his employees, his team, everyone around him would benefit from these emails.
Speaking of, he's in the book on page 40 in the PDF, and that would be 39 in the paperback book. We recommend, now that you know your switch, create a passion mantra. Okay? Create a passion mantra.
There's some examples.
Here's some examples. So we had a client, he's a CEO, he's a current client of an 8-figure company. He's a how and a who. And here's his passion mantra. I'm working to become the best at what I do and for the good of my 100 plus team and their loved ones. Whoa, I got chills. Of course.
That's his passion mantra.
And it kind of worked for me because I'm how, who too. We have another client that's who then how. And again, it doesn't require two. No. It doesn't require 3 or 4. Just one. But it just so happens these are great examples.
Have,
right?
A few.
This client, he's executive of Fortune 100 company, a current executive. And he said,
I'm doing this for my partner. I'm doing this for my business partners. I'm doing this for my employees. I'm doing this for the company, for myself. And I'm doing this to be the best version of me possible.
He is a executive in an international airline, of which name that you all know, but we can't mention here in this live. So anyway, what you want to do now that you know your switch, create a passion mantra. Yeah, it's simple. Every morning, I had it on a Post-it note, and we recommend you do this on my nightstand. And I read it at first. Now I don't need to read it. The Post-it note's gone. Right?
Yeah.
It's actually in a journal somewhere. It's not gone.
But initially, while you're getting it down and reviewing it,
3 Post-it notes with your passion mantra on it. So mine is I am doing this. I'm doing this to do it better than anyone else and do it the best that I can, and for my family, for my clients, for my students, and for to impact everybody I come into contact with. So anything that when I wake up in the morning, boom, gets me going. When I'm thinking about a project, even the mundane or email, I recite my passion mantra to me, and I'm like, you know what? I know this sounds nuts. I'm doing this email. I'm going to do this email better than anyone else would. Seriously. And I'm like, right? Well, cool. It's like a contest. I'm going to be
against yourself.
Against myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the best at this email. I'm going to do it and communicate really well for my client. That's the who part. So it will get you up in the morning, and it'll get you through mundane tasks. Does that make sense?
And keep you going through whatever it is you're working on.
So develop your passion mantra. This is homework assignment number 1 was going to be your obituary. Mm-hmm. Assignment number 2 is do a passion mantra. Okay. And put it on 3 Post-it notes and put one on your nightstand. Maybe one in your office. Yeah, somewhere on your computer or near your desk. Put the third one somewhere else. Somewhere else. It could be your bathroom mirror or the kitchen or something. So that's going to be super key. And by the way, review it every single day.
Did you say create your passion mantra?
Create your passion mantra. And put it on 3 Post-it notes. And post it on your nightstand, in your office, and in somewhere else. The third one is your choice, student's choice. This is so important. And remember, yes, we believe why is important. We should start in why as a purpose, 100%. As it comes with passion, why may not be your switch.
Yeah.
Unless it is, and if it is, it's okay.
What'd you say in your bathroom? Where?
Bathroom, no, nightstand, office, and then the third is your choice.
Oh, okay. I do, yeah. I say put it on your bathroom mirror.
Perfect. Then give 3 options.
Place.
As long as you do it in 3 places, we're happy.
Wherever, yeah.
It'll
Wherever
work.
You're going to see it.
It'll work. So this is key. Let's as we summarize, because we want to wrap up. You guys have been hanging with us for a while. So obituary is beginning with the ultimate end in mind, right? You have your 3 P's in the present moment that need to be in alignment. Make sure your values are updated, your principles for life, and make sure. So Lisa wants an example of a passion mantra. Lisa, it's in the PDF on page 40. There's 2. It's also in the paperback on page 39. It's in italics. There's a couple of examples.
Yep.
Okay, I'm working to become the best at what I do and for the good of my 100-plus team and their loved ones. That's a how and who. Make sure in the mantra you're activating that switch. Here's an example of a why. If someone's a why person, it'd be like, I'm doing this to improve the planet. I'm doing everything I do to improve the planet. If their why is their number 1 switch.
A cause greater than self.
Cause greater than self. By the way, I got into coaching
for
why?
Ditto.
And I've been in coaching for a while now. Believe it or not, it's another story for another day. Some of you know my story. I started coaching 25 years ago, right? When I was 16 years old. I'll tell you about that another day.
It's also in the book.
It's also in the book.
Yeah.
And so
if you can't wait, if you
I did it first for why. As the years have gone by, yes, the why is still important, but actually how and who, it supersedes it, because Shay and I, we aim with our coaching company to disrupt the coaching market space, help people grow and evolve, get a lot of information out there, offer a lot of value, and have a prosperity mindset rather than a scarcity mindset. Like, unfortunately, a lot of people in the field do. And so that for me, there's a lot of how and who there that drives me. There's an undertone of why, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I got into the field of coaching for why. Now it's how, who. It's about being the best. And remember, a rising tide lifts all boats. So anyone who's with us, you're coming up with us, right? right? And we need help out there. So
taking you with us.
So obituary, 3 P's. You should update your principles, your life principles, what's important to me.
If you haven't done that in a while, do it again.
Get clear on your passion switches, and then your purpose. Make sure your 3 P's are in alignment, which they ought to be. Then guess what? You're in the present moment. You're going to experience macro flow because your 3 P's are aligned.
Yeah.
Now, listen. I love James Clear. He's the author of the book Atomic Habits.
We cite a lot of his
work in here. We did a lot of research in his work as we were building the habits part of our book. And the future book that we're going to create that's deeper into habits is going to have a lot of pick up where he left off. He says, and I love this quote: I'm a lot less concerned about my current result and more concerned with my current trajectory. Think about that.
Yeah.
That is such a huge statement, being less concerned about the current result, being more concerned with your current trajectory. Current trajectory means get your 3 P's aligned, okay? And then you have your obituary, the ultimate end in mind. And then guess what? Your big effing goals, your BEGs, your bags, 1, 5, 10, it's all in alignment between where you're at now and where you ultimately want to end up with your obituary. You get it?
Then it's like this magnet. It's just like magnetized of like it's pulling you in this direction of creating all of this because you've created this massive
Thank you, Amy.
Laid out,
Thank you, Amy, for
timeline
noticing.
of what you want.
Amy says, glad to see you put out a book that actually delivers value. There are many entrepreneurs who record a book audibly, then print it and use it for a funnel, so out of integrity. Yeah, I mean, it's all based in somebody's motivations. And, we, as you all know, we have a goal to, eclipse 1 million books. It's a huge feat. It will take a lot of work. We're efforting toward it. For us, it's for the purpose of really getting it out there and making a huge impact fast. When everything COVID happened, we were like, people need mind power.
Yep, exactly. Adam, law of attraction. Completely.
Yep, exactly. So that's our Facebook Live. What questions do you have?
If you have any questions,
what did you learn?
What do we
need to know, from you? Please share. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope, we were able to offer some insight and some thoughts, etc. Again, remember, make sure you're part of the book club because in the future, as you know, we love giving a lot of value. We're going to put it back, into the book club because with the amount of value we're giving, we want it to be with individuals. From time to time, we'll have some open to the public.
Yeah.
But we want it to be with individuals that have started getting into the book because then it's easy for us to communicate and share things about the book and whatnot.
Exactly. And if you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see in future lives, please put it in the chat room.
Yeah.
And we'll check that. Or send us a private message if you think about it later.
We're playing with the idea of at some point doing like a quick 30-minute coaching hot seat.
Yeah,
but we got to figure out how to do that.
Working up to that.
Yeah, we're working up to that. We have to figure out the technology bit, which should be easy. But we're working up to that at some point. No date set for that yet, but we're kind of just putting that out there.
Yeah. And other, we've got the T-shirt challenge currently going on. And if you didn't hear that, basically that's just posting a picture of you with the book on your social media, and then we will. It's all listed in the book club. First, you got to join the book club. Then put at Success Training Co. Tag both of us, Shaylee and Stefan, and then Shafidal, and then also do hashtag Master Your Mindpower, and then our assistant will contact you and get your T-shirt size and send you a free shirt.
Yep. Amy says, put me in the hot seat.
That would be fun, Amy.
Right.
Thank you, Michael, for being here.
Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it.
We'll wait
a few just to see if there's any questions.
And then again, if you have any suggestions or any questions that pop up or future lives that you would like us to address a certain topic, let us know. We're open to suggestions. Adam says,
Lisa says, I'm in. Still not eating potato chips.
Good job, Lisa.
Good job.
Nice work.
Adam says, how do you group coaching calls work? You pick a specific topic for each session or just take questions from client lives? When we're going to be doing our Mind Power Breakthrough experience, Adam, I would imagine you're talking about. You can do a quick yes. So basically the way that that's going to work is it's going to be based on the module that everybody came from and the assignment there, so that there can be some positive groupthink to happen. So, obviously, as we know, there's greater magic happens in numbers. So we were going to really tap into that for that opportunity. Whenever we do launch that within a couple of months, that the individuals will be able to share with each other, and we'll mainly moderate and whatnot. So it'll be based on the module of the online
module
lesson that they just recently took. Yeah. Bye, Leslie. See ya.
See you, Leslie.
Okay, cool.
Enjoy your event.
See ya. Mikey's got ideas of live meditation.
Live meditation.
Potentially.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, today was. It was an open eye meditation, wasn't it? Mikey's like, right. Amy says, groupthink is great when you're in a group of people who desire to level up. Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yep.
Big time.
Yep.
Big time. Big time. Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we appreciate you guys.
Mark your calendars. Next live will be 2 weeks from today, July 15th at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
And we look forward to it. We don't know what the topic is yet. We're still working on that. So if you have any suggestions, let us know.
Remember, do your homework and email it to us at info@successtrainingco.com.
Yeah.
If you're open, we'd love to review it. It's kind of be a little bit of a teaser of what we're going to be doing with group work down the road. But for now, you guys are, I get the opportunity for us to review your obituary and also your passion mantra.
Yeah, and if you need a reminder of what that was, you can find it in the chat room. We posted what it was. And you can always let us know if you have questions.
If you do email us your passion mantra, please let us know what are your switches. Okay? Yeah, what is your number one switch?
Yeah.
Or number one and number two, right?
Because that has a lot to do with how you formulate your passion
and then
mantra.
we can give you some feedback. Okay?
All right.
Cool.
Great. Thank you all.
Thank you all. See ya.
Have a good evening and happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Have a good, safe 4th of July weekend.
For those of you in America. Are you going to sing a song for America?
Huh?
No singing for that.
You put me on the
spot.
spot.
I caught you at the end.
I'll do that next time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Bye, everyone.